What's up, everybody? It's your favorite hood healer. It's your favorite hood witch. It's your favorite motivational dominatrix. It's your favorite auntie, captain, goddess, king, LadySpeech in the place to be. And I want to welcome you back to this channel. Back to this channel, baby. Back to this channel. Back to this channel, baby. You could be anywhere. And as a matter of fact, you are somewhere. And you're also sharing some time and space with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. If you're feeling this, if you're feeling me, if you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notifications bell. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know, somewhere around this here area, hit that subscribe button. So you can keep up with all of my shenanigans and we can keep doing this again and again and again. You know you like it. You know you want to do it with me again and again and again. And I'm here for you anytime you press play. So how you doing? First and foremost, happy Vlogmas day 16, okay? Let me pat myself on the back, gold star for me, because I definitely didn't think I was gonna make it this far, and here I am. There were a couple days that got kind of hairy, so yay for me for just pushing through no matter what. And here we are at day 16. So today's video is kind of a follow-up of yesterday's video. As you can tell by the title, I'm gonna offer you some tricks and some tips when it comes to choosing your, you know, your spiritual guide, your guru, your teacher. Because that's a heavy, heavy thing, all right? To choose a teacher, to choose a guide, to choose someone who's going to help steward and mold your spirituality. That is a very serious decision to make. And so today we're gonna talk about it. I wanna cover 3 tips with you. I know I'm gonna revisit this at some point soon, so I'm gonna cover additional tips in those videos. But today I really wanna talk about the 3 things that I believe are foundational when it comes to choosing choosing the right spiritual teacher for you, okay? So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get all the way into it. Grab your snacks, grab what you need, grab your beverages, get into the tub, get off the toilet, get on the toilet, do what you need to do. Sit back and relax, and let's talk about some things. Let's talk about some things, okay? All right, so in the meantime, between time, I need to clean up this area. I need to clean up what I'm doing. I just got done with a couple of meetings. Yes, that is Storm and Black Panther kissing on my screensaver. Long live Black fictional love. Long live Black fictional love. Storm and Black Panther forever. Forever. I want to love like Storm and Black Panther. I also want to love like Gomez and Morticia. Really, I want to love more like Gomez and Morticia with the superpowers of Black Panther and Storm. That's what I want. Anyway, let me get on. I'm gonna clean up this area. I'm gonna clean up this area. It's pretty late in the game. It's 4:08. I'm hungry. So I took the chicken out late. Oh my God, I took the chicken out late. So I'm not cooking tonight because the chicken is not defrosted. Therefore, forthwith, I'm gonna go support a Black business, get some food. I have a lot of work to do tonight. So let's handle the rest of this conversation on the road. And just like that, we're back like we never left. I'm currently in my car waiting for it to warm up a bit before I head off into the sunset. And while I'm waiting for my car, while we're waiting for this car, let's go ahead and talk about the first tip in choosing the perfect guru and guide, spiritual teacher, master for you, okay? So, it's really important that you take your time. Really, really important that you take your time when you're choosing your spiritual guide, when you're choosing your guru, when you're choosing someone to lead you and help you get to the next level of your spirituality. It's really important to note that there are good and bad people in every spiritual tradition. There are bad Christians, there are good Christians. There are bad, mambos, there are good mambos. There are bad iyas, there are good iyas. There are bad Hogan, there are good Hogan. There are bad deacons, there are good deacons. There are bad, imams in the Muslims faith. They're good imams, In every single tradition, there are going to be people who are wonderfully connected to the divine, who mean no harm, who have the best intentions and are striving their best, okay? There's also going to be in every tradition, the Buddhist tradition, the Wiccan tradition, the African traditional religious tradition, every tradition, in traditional Islam, in traditional Judaism, in traditional Christianity, there's going to be people who are really, really, really disconnected and mean you harm. There's going to be people who are bad. There's going to be people who have nefarious intentions. There's going to be people who aren't in their right mind. There's going to be people who aren't connected to the divine. So no matter what tradition you are practicing, no matter where you're coming from, no matter how you want to worship, you just got to be aware of who's teaching you. You just got to be aware of who's teaching you. So let's talk about what in my opinion is one of the, well, all three of these are really important as far as I'm concerned when it comes to choosing a spiritual guide. But let's talk about the first thing. One of the first things that I advise people on when they're choosing a spiritual guide or a guru is, number one, what I think one of the most important things you must do in choosing a spiritual guide and guru is know yourself. You got to know yourself. You have to know yourself. Now, what do I mean by that? You got to know yourself. You got to know your issues. You got to know your mental health problems. You got to know what you're working with, okay? Because this factors in to who you attract and who you are attracted to, all right? Know your issues. Do you have daddy issues? Do you have mother issues? Do you have abandonment issues? Do you suffer from mental health issues? Do you have a hard time dealing with depression? Have you been, abandoned, left to the side, kicked to the curb a lot of times in your life? It's super important to know yourself and to know your issues. Why is this important when it comes to choosing a spiritual guide or a teacher? Because if you don't know yourself, if you don't know what you're working with, you're not going to be aware of what you have the potential to attract within a teacher, okay? So I have had issues with my mother and my father growing up, so it's safe to say that I've had daddy issues and mommy issues like none other. And I've consistently, for years, and I continue to consistently work on these issues because I know these are an issue for me. What I do know is that when I meet very nurturing, authority figures, teacher figures, I respond immediately to that. When I meet teachers who are nurturing and who are kind and who are wonderful and who give me things that I didn't get from that, father figure, mother figure perspective, that was my phone, I need to be very aware that I'm going to respond in a very intense way, and this could be good or bad, okay? I have to be aware of these issues just in case I encounter someone who sees this within me and uses this type of connection to take advantage of me, okay? Knowing yourself will help you work through your issues. Knowing yourself will help you avoid issues with potential predator-like teachers, gurus, and guides. There are gurus and guides who are amazing at what they do. They're magical, they're mystical, they're wonderful, and they also have issues themselves. They also, outside of their mystical, magical life, they could be predators. They could intentionally, maliciously, or because they have a lot of mental health issues or trauma or pain that they're dealing with, okay? So one of the first things, the best things, your first line of defense when you are dealing with or you are wanting to get a new teacher or you want to add on is knowing yourself, is knowing your issues, is knowing the things that could hinder you, okay? Knowing the things that could catch you up and knowing the things that could be preyed upon, all right? And if you know this, then you will be a lot more aware of these things and you'll use this insight when you are dealing with teachers, all right? Also, knowing yourself and that know what it is that you are looking to get from your teacher. What are you looking to learn? And know yourself in regards to how do you like to learn? What is some of the best, what is like your style of learning, okay? What is it that you are looking to learn from this teacher, okay? How do you like to be treated? How do you like to be talked to? Do you have any learning disabilities? Knowing yourself and setting those expectations, having those expectations, understanding what you're looking for, understanding what you need, understanding what you don't like in a teacher is going to be important too. Understanding the different qualities in a teacher that turn you off, that turn you off, that don't help you. So knowing yourself is your first line of defense in regards to choosing the right teacher for you. Okay, all of this is going to be really important. Just because someone is amazing and you're attracted to their energy and you might learn things from them from afar, doesn't mean that they are necessarily the right teacher, the right guru, the right guide for you. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to learn from them on a regular basis. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be able to you know, thrive under their leadership or thrive under their tutelage. Okay, so knowing yourself is the first, in my opinion, the first tip in choosing the best teacher, because if you know yourself, you will be able to create boundaries and you'll be able to create a filter. You can filter in your, you can filter, you know, you can use your filter to filter the teachers to, you know, I'm not filter, that's not the word I'm all the way looking for, but you understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. So know yourself. Number one, know yourself. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of your issues, because this can factor into your relationship. Okay, I remember one of my first teachers that I initiated under, I knew I had mother issues, but I wasn't working on my mother issues and I wasn't focused on my mother issues, and I initiated under her because of the deep, powerful, wonderful nurturing that she gave me. But in the end, that wasn't the right house for me. That wasn't the right setup for me. That wasn't right for me. And really what drew me to her was, yes, spirit. I was attracted to studying Ifa. I was attracted to, you know, the Orisha. My Orisha definitely pulled me to her, but I can say 80%, I probably could have gone with someone else. 80% of me was drawn to her because she was nice and because she gave me that nurturing energy that I needed and that I sorely missed. Okay, and because of this, I let a lot of red flag things go unanswered because of my issue, because it was my mental health issue that was kind of coloring and leading me in that experience. There was a lot of things that just did not get addressed. There was a lot of ways that I was treated that just, it didn't get addressed. And because of that, I didn't have the most positive experience in that space in the end. So knowing myself, being aware of my issues could have actually saved me a whole lot of heartbreak and pain. And hopefully this reminder is going to help save one of you from a whole lot of heartbreak and pain. So, all right, y'all, it's getting dark. I need to get on my way. I actually need to go to the dispensary and I need to go get some food. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to cover tip number 2 in just a second. Mwah. What's up, everybody? So right now I'm in front of the Blazing Chicken Shack, waiting for my food I already ordered, but I figured this was a great time to go over tip number 2 in regards to choosing a appropriate spiritual leader. That was just a random black person that just waved to me, and so I waved to them back because that's the protocol of what you do in the hood. I really don't think I know that person, but in my spirit, in my soul, I know that person. So we nod. So we say, hey, that person waved to me, I'm gonna wave to them. They black, I'm black, let's do this. We in the hood, let's do this. So that was that. Anyway, I'm in front of the Blazing Chicken Shack waiting for my food, and we're gonna go over tip number 2 in regards to choosing a good spiritual healer, guru, guide for you. So you just saw what I said for tip number 1, and now here's tip number 2. Text message, Lord. So tip number 2. The first tip was know yourself. The second tip is develop a strong relationship with your spiritual team. Hello, hello, hello. What do I mean by that? Number 1, my spiritual team, I'm going to relate this to myself first and then relate it to you. My spiritual team is always working for my highest good. I have a very close relationship with my ancestors, with my spirit guides, with the deities that follow me in regards to my lineage, with my spiritual team, past life, this life, ancestral life, all of that, okay? My spiritual team is always working for my highest good, is always working for my highest good. In every single decision and every single space of life, my spiritual team is working for my highest good. And this is also true for you. Your spiritual team is working for your highest good. Now, here's the thing. You must develop a relationship with that spiritual team in order to harvest the benefits from that relationship. Hello. Okay, what do I mean by this? Relationships are relationships. Be them with physical people, or be them with the ethereal, or be them with your different parts of your spiritual team. Relationships are relationships, and all relationships need to be cultivated. All relationships need to be developed. All relationships need to be honored and uplifted for those relationships to be successful and beneficial to all parties. Your spiritual team is working for your highest good. They want you to win. This means they want you to have the best teachers, the best resources, the best everything. And when you develop a solid relationship with those folks who are only working for your highest good, that was my text message again. If you are working and if you develop a relationship with those people, you will be able to place yourself in alignment with your spiritual team. Hello. Developing a solid spiritual relationship with your spiritual team is going to give you nothing but benefits. My ancestors want me to win. My Orisha, the deities that follow my family lineage, want me to win. Same as you. Your people want you to win. Your guardian angels, your guides, the deities that follow your familial line want you to win. And what you must do is develop a relationship with them so you can benefit from their guidance. Second point in attracting the best spiritual teacher for you: follow the guidance of your spiritual guides, of your ancestors, of your guardian angels, of the deities that follow your lineage. Follow the advice of your spiritual team, because they are not going to lead you wrong. Your spiritual team is going to let you know who is the right teacher for you and who is not. The only way you can trust in that is if you develop a solid relationship with your spiritual team. When you do that, you will be guided on the right purpose and the right path, and you will connect with the right people when and where you need to, and you will also disconnect with people when and where you need to. Second tip: develop a solid relationship with your spiritual team. They're not going to lead you wrong. Let your spiritual team guide you to the most perfect, to the most potent, to the rightest teacher for you at the time and this place you are at. What's up, everybody? So it's time for step number, or tip and trick number 3 to choosing the right spiritual guide and guru for you. All right, the last tip, the very last tip that I think is foundational in regards to choosing the right spiritual guide, guru, teacher, leader for you is, quite simply, get to know the guru, the guide, the shaman, the teacher that you're looking to take into your life as such. Get to know them. This could mean looking at the current relationships that they have with their students. This could mean looking at past relationships that they have with students who are no longer their students. This could mean spending a good amount of time observing how they teach, what they teach, the way that they communicate. Get to know your teachers, your gurus, and your guides. Get to know them. Take in the good, the bad, and the ugly of them all. Here's the thing. You might receive a couple of bad reviews about a teacher, and those reviews are valid. But also, those reviews might come from people who just have conflicting personalities in regards to this teacher. Take in what they say. Weigh what they say with the proper amount of weight. Don't ignore what they say, but also make the decision based on how you feel and your interaction with them. However, you should note the type of interactions that your potential guru, guide, teacher has had before you, okay? Get to know your teacher. Get to know their teaching style. If there's an opportunity to ask them questions, if there's an opportunity to interview them as they are interviewing you before you enter into a teaching partnership or a learning partnership, ask all the questions. Ask all the questions. Try to get to know how they teach. Try to get to know how they discipline. Try to get to know their credentials, where they came from, who taught them, who are their elders, who are their leaders, who are the people that they are called and required to answer to. Get to know them. Get to know them. I can tell you this. Spirituality is a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong journey. There's never going to be a point where you reach supreme enlightenment. There's levels to enlightenment. And also, we're thousands upon thousands of years deep into humanity. You're not going to be able to achieve thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years of enlightenment. But you will be able to receive knowledge, understanding, and wisdom from living your life in accordance to a spiritual purpose and path. All that to say, I digress and I go off on tangents. Get to know your spiritual leaders. Get to know your spiritual guides and gurus. Get to know the teachers that taught them. Get to know where their philosophies, where their ideologies are rooted in. Get to know your spiritual teachers. The more you get to know them, the better decisions you're going to be able to make in regards to them and you. The more you get to know them, the more you're going to understand if their style of teaching, of learning, of giving, of stewarding you vibes with you. All right, get to know your potential gurus, guides, and teachers. All right, y'all. So that's it for tonight's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it to the end of this video, gold star for you. And thank you so very much for your support. I hope you enjoyed this. Once again, if you're feeling this, if you're feeling me, if you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button. I'm noticing a few of you are liking these or watching these videos without liking. Go ahead and like these videos if you like what you see. Hit that notification button and make sure you hit notification all so you can keep up with my lives, my uploads, and my community posts. And last but not least, make sure you hit that subscribe button, which is located somewhere around here. Hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to keep up with the shenanigans again and again and again, anytime you want to, anytime you press play. So thank you so much for joining me today. My lips were a little chapped. Thank you. And I thank you for your grace. This was looking a little crusty today, but it's okay. It's okay. We don't have to always be picture perfect. It's okay. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching these videos, and I'll see you again. Also, one more time, shout out Vlogmas Day 16. Yes, baby. Vlogmas Day 16. I'm here. I did it. We're here. We did it. Let's pat ourselves on the back. We did good. You did good. And now, I'm gonna let you go. Have a good day, a good night, a good evening, a good afternoon, a good mid-morning, a good middle of the night, a good whenever you are listening, looking, seeing this. Have a good whatever part of the day you're experiencing. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.